Welcome all of you. Today we discuss about the next practical, that means practical number third or exercise number third, and the name of practical is the measurement of air temperature, its tabulation, trends and variation analysis. That means in this lecture, in this practical, we discuss about the what is meant by air temperature, also different methods which are used or different instruments which are used to measurement the air temperature, also how air temperature is measured by using different instrument or different thermometer, and also we discuss the conversion of temperature from one scale to the another scale, that means from degree celsius to degree fahrenheit or degree celsius to degree kelvin, also the degree fahrenheit into degree celsius and degree kelvin into degree celsius, also degree fahrenheit into degree kelvin, how this one how temperature is converted from the one scale to the another scale. So this point we are discuss in this practical exercise. Some content are also including, that means the variation in temperature, variation in temperature. This content are already we are discussed in the theory lecture of the topic air temperature and variation of air temperature. In case of air temperature variation, horizontal variation, vertical variation or seasonal variation of temperature, we are already discussed in theory topic. So in this lecture we are only discuss on this uh, content expected variation in temperature, that means remaining content expected variation in different methods or different instrument used for the measurement of air temperature, also conversion of one scale to the another scale. So this content we are discuss in this lecture. So first one we discuss about the what is meant by air temperature or what is meant by temperature, also insolation, and after that we discuss about the different instrument or different methods used for the measurement of air temperature. The main objective of study of this topic or air temperature or measurement of air temperature, to know about the different thermometer used for the measurement of air temperature, or also different units used for the measurement of air temperature and their conversion from one scale to another scale. So these are the two objectives of this exercise to study in our syllabus. So first one, what is mean by air temperature? In theory lecture we are already discuss about the temperature. So here air temperature or temperature means it is the degree of hotness or coldness. It is the degree of hotness or coldness of the any substance. Suppose this is the earth surface or this is the earth, total earth or globe. This earth, it is sometime hot, sometime cold. So this is known as the temperature. In simple language, degree of hotness or coldness of the substance, it is known as the temperature, or in another words, the temperature means the intensity of heat. Temperature, it is the intensity of heat. That means the intensity of heat, it is known as the temperature. And this temperature, it is the most important weather or very important weather elements or weather parameter to human being as well as animal as well as for the crop, that means the plants. Also this is the significant or important factor to determining the life and the productivity of the soil. If the soil temperature is maintained, at that time maximum production of the crop is obtained. If the temperature is goes, then the normal temperature of the or maximum temperature of the soil, at that time plants start to wilting or maybe die. If temperature of the soil is less than the requirement of crops, at that time the germination of crop it is less in percentage, or sometimes the germination is totally failed due to the high amount of moisture present, that means lower temperature in the soil. Like that, the temperature it is a significant factors which are determine the productivity of soil. So this is about the temperature. Now the next about the insolation. Suppose this is the sun. A sun, it is the major source which supply the energy or heat to the earth surface, moon, etc. Those different planet also, that means stars, moon, earth, and those radiation or those heat is received on the earth surface, or those radiation coming from the sun and receive on the earth surface, it is known as the solar radiation, and also it is known as the insolation. That means in simple language, the radiation coming from sun and receive on the earth surface, it is known as the insolation and solar radiation. Or also the heat energy received from the sun, heat energy received from the sun on the earth surface, it is known as the insolation as well as the solar radiation. So like that, the insolation and solar radiation. And this in this meteorology, the study of real air temperature, it is essential for the comparison purpose. So this is about the insolation and solar radiation. Now the next we discuss about the different methods or different instruments used for measurement of air temperature. So first one we discuss the units of measurement of temperature. In this, for measurement of temperature, there are near about 4 units are used. First one degree Celsius, second one degree Fahrenheit, third one degree Kelvin, and fourth one is the degree Roman. So out of these four, majorly degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit are mostly used. Sometimes degree Kelvin is used, and rarely degree Romer, this unit is used. Here degree Romer, because the scientist Romer discovered the unit of measurement of air temperature. So this this degree Romer, this unit is given to the measurement of temperature. That means the name of scientist is given to the measurement of air temperature or expression of air temperature, because the scientist Romer discovered the unit of measurement of temperature. But out of that four, this degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit is mostly used. That means in this exercise, any instrument are included. This total in this instrument or any instrument having unit of measurement, it is degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, or degree Kelvin, or degree रोमर. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी मला काय सांगायचं आहे की एअर टेम्परेचर मेजर करण्यासाठी कोणतंही इन्स्ट्रुमेंट वापरलं आणि त्याचं युनिट जरी विचारलं तर ते युनिट काय असणार आहे, डिग्री सेल्सिअस, डिग्री फॅरनहाइट, डिग्री केल्विन आणि डिग्री रोमर हे असणार आहे. म्हणजे सपोज स्पॉटिंगला जर तुम्हाला हे ठेवलं आणि तुम्हाला विचारलं आयडेंटिफाय, तर हे तुम्हाला ओळखता आलं पाहिजे. हे काय आहे, तर हे स्लिंग थर्मामीटर आहे. आणि याचं युनिट विचारलं तर ते युनिट काय आहे, तर डिग्री सेल्सिअस, डिग्री फॅरनहाइट, डिग्री केल्विन आणि डिग्री रोमर. तर याच्यापैकी डिग्री सेल्सिअस किंवा डिग्री फॅरनहाइट हे लिहिलं तरी चालेल, डिग्री केल्विन आणि डिग्री रोमर हे नाही लिहिले तरी चालेल. तर हे मला डिग्री सेल्सिअसबद्दल सांगायचं होतं. नाव वी डिस्कस अबाउट दी इन्स्ट्रुमेंट अँड मेथड्स यूज फॉर दी मेजरमेंट ऑफ एअर टेम्परेचर. So first one and first method of the measurement of air temperature or first instrument is the sling thermometer method or Whirling thermometer. This sling thermometer, it is also known as the whirling thermometer. So see this picture, this is the picture of sling or whirling thermometer. Now firstly we discuss about the different parts of the sling thermometer or whirling thermometer. So first one is the see, this is the free rotating handle, that means this is the handle, this is the body, this is the body, and in that body including the, or this is the frame, and this frame including the here, see here, this is the water reservoir, that means the water content is present in this part. Also there are two thermometer, one is the dry bulb thermometer and second is the wet bulb thermometer, and wet bulb thermometer is wrapped with the muslin cloth, and this muslin cloth, it is attached with this water reservoir, and due to this attaching of muslin cloth or cloth to the water reservoirs, this thermometer, that means wet bulb thermometer, is continuously keep moist or keep cool, and this thermometer, it is used to moist temperature or cool temperature in the atmosphere. So these are the two basics or most important content in the sling thermometer or Whirling thermometer. Their main content is the, one is the dry bulb thermometer, second is the wet bulb thermometer, and wet bulb thermometer is wrapped with the muslin cloth, and muslin cloth is attached with the water reservoirs, and due to this connecting of muslin cloth with water reservoirs, this wet bulb thermometer, it continuously moist. Now how determine the air temperature by using this sling thermometer or Whirling thermometer? This thermometer is kept take in hand, that means here when this thermometer is take in hand, the thermometer, it continuously rotate, this thermometer is continuously rotate up to getting till or constant temperature. That means while you start when you start the rotating of this thermometer like that, म्हणजे जसं आपण तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल की गोपन फिरवत असताना किंवा दोरी वगैरे आपण फिरवत असताना हातवरती करून दोरी वरच्यावर फिरवत असताना, तशा पद्धतीनं हा थर्मामीटर काय करायचा आहे, फिरवत राहायचा, असा या पद्धतीनं गोल 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 फिरवत राहायचा. कधीपर्यंत फिरवत राहायचा, जोपर्यंत या थर्मामीटरमध्ये, म्हणजे कोणत्या, ड्राय बल्ब थर्मामीटर आणि वेट बल्ब थर्मामीटरमध्ये आपल्याला जोपर्यंत कॉन्स्टंट रीडिंग भेटत नाही तोपर्यंत काय करायचं, ते फिरवत राहायचं. दॅट हिअर दिस थर्मामीटर इज कंटिन्युअसली rotate still or till up to getting constant temperature reading from dry bulb thermometer and from wet bulb thermometer. And after getting constant reading from that two thermometer, take the thermometer reading and calculate the average of both thermometer, that means the mean air temperature it calculated. Suppose in dry bulb thermometer we getting 25 degrees Celsius temperature, and wet bulb thermometer we getting about also 15 degrees Celsius temperature. So calculate the mean, that means 25 plus 15, 25 plus 15 divided by 2, that means here final answer is the 20 degree Celsius. This is the real temperature. It is calculated by using the sling thermometer or Whirling thermometer. Like that, the first instrument or first method is used for the measurement or determine the air temperature. तर ह्या हा जो स्लिंग थर्मामीटर, तर या स्लिंग थर्मामीटरमध्ये मुख्यत्वे दोन थर्मामीटर असतात, एक म्हणजे ड्राय बल्ब थर्मामीटर आणि दुसरा वेट बल्ब थर्मामीटर. हा जो स्लिंग थर्मामीटर किंवा वेल्डिंग थर्मामीटर आहे, तो काय करायचा, हातामध्ये घ्यायचा, म्हणजे हा जो हँडल आहे तो हातामध्ये पकडायचा आणि कंटिन्युअसली आपण जशी गोफण फिरवतो पाखरं मारण्यासाठी किंवा पाखरं उठवण्यासाठी पिकावरती, त्या पद्धतीनं काय करायचं, हे कंटिन्युअसली रोटेट करत किंवा फिरवत जायचा. जसं आपण ही फिरवत जाईल म्हणजे रोटेट करेल काय, हा स्लिंग थर्मामीटर. तसतशी जी इयर आहे ती इयर काय होणार आहे, हवा या ड्राय आणि वेट बल्बाच्या कॉन्टॅक्टमध्ये येणार आणि याच्यावरून पास होणार. जसजशी याला हवा लागेल, जसजशी एअर याच्या कॉन्टॅक्टमध्ये येईल तसं काय होणार आहे, याचं टेम्परेचर वाढत वाढत जाणार आहे. जर ड्राय म्हणजेच हॉट एअर असेल तर ड्राय बल्बाचं टेम्परेचर वाढत जाणार आणि हॉट एअरमुळं वेट बल्बाचं टेम्परेचर कमी कमी होत जाणार. म्हणजे कंटिन्युअसली आपण फिरवत राहिल्यानंतर जर हॉट एअर असेल तर त्यावेळेस समजा आपल्याला ड्राय बल्बमधून 25 डिग्री सेल्सिअस आणि वेट बल्बपासून 15 डिग्री सेल्सिअस हे कॉन्स्टंट टेम्परेचर आपल्याला मिळालं तर याच्यावरून आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, ॲटमॉस्फिअरमधलं टेम्परेचर काढायचं आहे. आणि ते टेम्परेचर काढत असताना ड्राय बल्ब आणि वेट बल्ब टेम्परेचरचं आपल्याला मीन घ्यायचं आहे, म्हणजे ॲव्हरेज घ्यायचं आहे. आणि ॲव्हरेज म्हणजे काय, मॅक्झिमम प्लस मिनिमम डिवायडेड बाय 2, म्हणजेच मॅक्झिमम टेम्परेचर प्लस मिनिमम टेम्परेचर डिवायडेड बाय 2. तर आन्सर फायनल काय येणार, 25 अधिक 15 40/2 म्हणजेच साधारणतः 20 डिग्री सेल्सिअस हे ॲटमॉस्फिअरमधलं टेम्परेचर आहे. तर अशा पद्धतीने हे टेम्परेचर काय करायचं आहे, कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं आहे. नेक्स्ट, व्हेंटिलेशन थर्मामीटर. व्हेंटिलेशन थर्मामीटर, दिस थर्मामीटर इट इज also known as the aspiration psychrometer and Asman psychrometer, because this instrument, this ventilation thermometer or this thermometer, it is discovered by or devised by the scientist Asman. This scientist Asman in year 1887 in Berlin country in 1887 the scientist Asman devised this instrument or this ventilation thermometer method, and so this is known as the Asman psychrometer or aspiration psychrometer. This is the portable instrument, that means it can be moved from one place to another place to calculate the accurate temperature or the temperature of the atmosphere, or also humidity of the atmosphere of the different places. And this thermometer consists, or this instrument consists the two thermometer. One is the dry bulb thermometer, second one is the wet bulb thermometer, like the sling thermometer. And this wet bulb thermometer, it is the covered with muslin cloth, or muslin cloth is covered or wrapped with muslin cloth is wrapped to wet bulb thermometer. And this wet bulb thermometer, it is attached to this jacket, and this jacket it contained water, and this water, the wet bulb with this water, it kept wet bulb thermometer continuously wetted or moist. So this is about the structure of the Asman psychrometer or ventilation thermometer method or aspiration psychrometer. So this is important for the practical exam purpose. The ventilation thermometer or aspiration psychrometer, it is also known as the Asman psychrometer. Or another, for the objective purpose, the aspiration psychrometer, it is developed by the scientist, or Asman psychrometer, it is developed by the scientist. Then scientist name is the Asman. So see here, it is the diagram of the aspiration or Asman psychrometer. Here the one is the wet bulb thermometer, one is the dry bulb thermometer. Also, that means there are two sensitive thermometer are present. That means the contained in Asman psychrometer is the dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer. So here also suppose see, this is the casting. Here one is the fan, and it is fan, this fan, it is helpful to air outlet. That means the excess air, it is throw out this thermometer, this psychrometer. Now we discuss about the how record the temperature, or how calculate the relative humidity by using Asman psychrometer. That means the working process of this ventilation thermometer method or aspiration and Asman psychrometer. So see here, this is the inert part, or this is the way of entry of air. This is the way or entry of the air to enter in psychrometer. When this thermometer is kept in air or in atmosphere, the here one fan is present, and this fan, it is helpful to suck the air, to suck the air into the psychrometer. And when this air it is sucked by fan, at that time this air is passing over these two thermometers, passing over two thermometer, and the excess air it is also throughout or removed by this fan from this psychrometer. While this air is passing over the thermometer, at that time the temperature of this dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer is increases or decreases respectively. That means when hot air is passing over the this true thermometer, in case of dry thermometer, at that time temperature of the dry thermometer is increases and temperature of wet bulb thermometer is decreases. And also in case of cold air, when cold air is passing over the dry bulb thermometer and wet bulb thermometer, at that time the dry bulb thermometer temperature is decreases and wet bulb thermometer temperature is increases. And by getting observation, or by observation from this ventilation thermometer, take the real air temperature, and this real air temperature it is given 110 degrees Celsius. That means correct up to 110 degree Celsius. That means how calculate the air temperature? When we got constant air temperature from the wet bulb and dry bulb temperature, take the average also, and also take the average. That means this is the temperature of the atmosphere. And also by using hygrometric table or psychrometric table, calculate the humidity variation in atmosphere. That means the here dry bulb thermometer in psychrometric table, and here difference between dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer. In previous lecture or first lecture, I think we are discussed about the psychrometric or hygrometric table. This table, it is the like a log table. So like that, calculate the temperature or humidity of the atmosphere by using Asman psychrometer, aspiration psychrometer, or ventilation thermometer method. So this is about the ventilation or second method of measurement of temperature. Now the next, thermometer shelter method. This is also known as the Stephenson's screen method. And this Stephenson's screen method, it is divided into two types. First one is the single Stephenson's screen, second one is the double Stephenson's screen. So in case of single Stephenson's screen, so see this picture, this is the single Stephenson's screen. So first one we discuss about their structure or their characteristics of the single Stephenson's screen, and after that we discuss about their internal part which are used to measure the air temperature. So first one about the structure. So this is the single Stephenson's screen. These single Stephenson's screens having height, it is from ground level it is the 1.2 meter. 1.2 meter. In case of centimeter, 122 centimeter. And also in case of feet, it is a 4.08 or sometime 4 feet. That means 4 feet height from the ground surface. Why this height is keeping? That means 4 feet or 1.2 meter or 122 centimeter from the ground surface. It is this height is kept to reduce the effect of release heat energy from the ground surface or earth surface. That means if this is suppose this is this single Stephenson's screen, it is near to the earth surface at night time, when this hot air is released from this soil, this hot air, it is affect on these different thermometer, those are present in single Stevenson screen, and accurate measurement of temperature cannot be getting or cannot be got or cannot be received. So the height of this single Stevenson screen is kept always 1.2 meter or 122 centimeter or 4 feet from the ground surface to avoid the excess heating of the release hot air or release of air from the earth's surface. So this is the main purpose of the keeping maximum height from the ground surface of the single Stevenson screen. Now the next, this single Stevenson screen is always painted with the white paint to also avoid the adverse effect of the solar radiation or the temperature, that means those radiation received on us on this single Stevenson screen. That means here what white surface, it is helpful to maximum reflect the solar radiation those are received or incidence on that single Stevenson screen, and it is helpful also to reduce the effect of solar radiation. So like that the single Stevenson screen is painted with white paint, and it is also double roof double roof, that's here one is also no, here another, that means double roof, that means it is made up of double proof or made up with double proof, also close the bottom and luticide sides means like this net like structure. This is double roof, it is to avoid or to protect the thermometer those are present in this from the rainfall, snowfall or etc., and it is luticide sides to passing the ears from over the thermometers. Net-like structure is constructed to passing the ears over the thermometer and get the actual air temperature in the atmosphere. And the main purpose of this single Stevenson screen to protect the thermometer. That means the use of this single Stevenson screen to protect the thermometer from radiation or rainfall, etc. also. And this single Stevenson screen is also provided the essential condition or appropriate condition to the different thermometer those are present in single Stevenson screens. And also in case of single Stevenson screen, the length of this Stevenson screen is the 56 centimeter. Length of this thermometer, it is 56 centimeter. Width or depth, that means the internal parts or depth or width of this single Stevenson screen is 31.5 centimeter, and the height of this the single Stevenson screen is 41.2 centimeter. That means the dimension of this single Stevenson screen, it is 56 into 31 into 41.2, dimension 56 into 31.5 into 41.2 centimeter. This is the dimension of single Stevenson screen. And in this single Stevenson screens, they contain 4 thermometer. They contain also in case of single Stevenson screen, there is a one face. This is the face, and it is portable panel also, and it is hanging at the bottom from the height from the doors, which is retained in horizontal position by the two chain and sloping from front to the back. And this single Stevenson screen having face is kept always in northern hemisphere, and in southern hemisphere it is kept in southern hemisphere to avoid the impact of radiation on thermometer while recording of temperature or recording of thermometer. So this about the different characteristics. In this is kept in always kept in remind is always. Then in northern hemisphere, this face of single stem sunscreen towards the north, and in case of southern hemisphere, the face of single stem sunscreen towards the south, because to avoid the heating or adverse effect of the solar radiation while recording of the or direct solar radiation or direct radiation, to avoid the heating of thermometer by direct radiation while recording of temperature or while recording of reading of thermometers. So this is about the single Stevenson screen. Now we discuss about the different part. In that means in single Stevenson screen there are four thermometer are kept or installed. In that first one, maximum thermometer and minimum thermometer, these two thermometer are kept horizontally in single Stevenson screen, and another two, that means dry bulb thermometer and wet bulb thermometer, it is horizontally in kept horizontally in single Stevenson screen. So this is about the content of the single Stevenson screen. That means the content of single Stevenson screen is the maximum, minimum, dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer. So this is the content inside the single Stevenson screen. So first one, now we discuss about the different thermometer, that means maximum, minimum, dry and wet bulb thermometer, also their principle of working. So first one, maximum thermometer. So maximum thermometer, this thermometer it is kept horizontally upper side in the single Stevenson screen. It kept in upper side of the single Stevenson screen horizontally in position. So and this thermometer it is used to measure the maximum temperature of the day or in 24 hours or from since last setting. Maximum thermometer it is used to measure the maximum temperature in a day, also in during last 24 hours or since last setting. This is the mercury in glass thermometer. That means this thermometer contain mercury. That means the mercury is present in this thermometer, and the temperature range of this thermometer is minus 35 to plus 55 degrees Celsius. That means this thermometer measure up to minus 35 degrees Celsius temperature. That means from minus 30 to plus 55 degrees Celsius temperature. And this thermometer it is also contain the mercury. That means by using mercury the maximum temperature is recorded by using maximum thermometer, and the temperature range is minus 35 to plus 55 degree Celsius. So this is about the maximum thermometer. And now we discuss about the setting and recording of temperature. How set this thermometer or time of setting of thermometer. This thermometer is set at a morning at a 7 o'clock or 7 hours Indian standard time. At local time it is the different time of setting. In Indian standard time at 7 o'clock, this maximum thermometer is set. And how set? This thermometer is removed from single Stevenson screen. Suppose this is thermometer, it is removed from single Stevenson screen. This part of thermometer it is kept in our hand, and this thermometer is swapped upper lower side up to the mercury they attach with this एंड पार्ट ऑफ दिस थर्मामीटर. म्हणजेच या ठिकाणी थर्मामीटर या साईडला धरायचा, म्हणजे हा साईडला धरायचा आणि खालीवर काय करायचा, तो असा हिसके द्यायचे. मराठीच्या भाषेत म्हणजे गावाकडल्या भाषेत त्याला काय म्हणू आपण, हिसकं देणं असं म्हणू. हिसकं दिल्यानंतर ही मर्कुरी जी आहे ती मर्कुरी काय होते, या पॉईंटला पोचते. आणि या पॉईंटला पोचल्यानंतर याच्यामधलं जे थर्मामीटरचं रिडिंग आहे ते रिडिंग हे ड्राय बल्ब थर्मामीटरच्या रिडिंगच्या बरोबर, म्हणजे साधारणतः प्लस मायनस 0.3 डिग्री सेल्सिअसचा डिफरन्स राहतो. म्हणजे सपोज याच्यामध्ये 25 डिग्री सेल्सिअस टेम्परेचर असेल ड्राय बल्ब थर्मामीटर, तर याच्यामध्ये किती दाखवणार साधारणतः 24.7 दाखवेल किंवा 3 डिग्री सेल्सिअस टेम्परेचर या मॅक्झिमम थर्मामीटरमध्ये आपल्याला दाखवेल. तर अशा पद्धतीनं हा मॅक्झिमम थर्मामीटर सकाळी 7 वाजता सेट करायचा. हा इंडियन स्टँडर्ड टाईमनुसार, परंतु लोकल मीन टाईम लॉन्जिट्यूडनुसार हा वेगवेगळा येईल. आपण आकृतीला पाहिलं की सकाळचं टेम्परेचर 7:30 वाजता कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं. म्हणजे 7:30 वाजता काय करायचं, हा आकृतीच्या टायमिंगमध्ये सेट करायचा सकाळी 7:30 वाजता. अँड दिस मॅक्झिमम टेम्परेचर इट इज रेकॉर्डेड ॲट 2 PM of Indian Standard Time. That means 14:00 Indian Standard Time. At that time, the maximum temperature is recorded, and the maximum temperature generally occurs in between 14 to 16 hours. That means 2 to 4 PM. In between, the maximum temperature is recorded, and exactly maximum temperature is recorded at 3 PM. At 3 PM. This is important for objective purpose also MPSC, and banking purpose also MCR, as well as the semester in practical and theory exam purpose. So this is about the maximum thermometer, and by using this maximum thermometer the maximum temperature is recorded. That means when in case of principle of working of this maximum thermometer, so this is, see this maximum thermometer, the principle of working, when temperature is increases of the atmosphere, at that time the mercury content it is increases toward the plus from minus. Here this is the minus and this is the plus. That means here minus 35 and here plus 55. This is the range of maximum thermometer. That means when temperature is increases, at that time the mercury content or mercury of this thermometer is increases towards the plus, and when highest or maximum temperature reaches, at that time the mercury it is stopped. And this consider the highest temperature of the day. Suppose today at a 30 degree Celsius temperature this mercury is stopped. That means the 30 degree Celsius temperature it is the highest or maximum temperature of the day, or from the last setting or in a 24 hour. And after when the temperature is decreases, at that time this mercury in thermometer it is reverse in position. That means it is goes back towards the minus reading if temperature is decreases. That means in case of principle of working, the expansion of mercury occurs due to change in air temperature, which is measured by observing the height of mercury column in bore or capillary of thermometer. That means the mercury column or mercury in the maximum thermometer is increases with increasing the temperature of atmosphere. Like that, this is about the maximum thermometer. Now we discuss about the minimum thermometer. So minimum thermometer it is kept lower inside horizontally in single Stephenson's screen, and it is used to minimum or lowest temperature in a day in a 24 hour or from or since last setting. That means from last setting it is recorded minimum temperature or lowest temperature in the atmosphere. And in case of minimum temperature, the temperature range of this thermometer it is -40 to +50 degree Celsius. This is the temperature range of the minimum thermometer. This minimum thermometer, it contained alcohol. Why this contained alcohol? To measure minimum or freezing temperature, because the alcohol having freezing temperature is minus 130 degree Celsius against the mercury. That means mercury having freezing temperature is minus 39 degree Celsius and the alcohol having freezing temperature is minus 130 degree Celsius. So this is also important for the objective purpose in any competitive exam or mostly for the semester end practical exam. The alcohol having freezing point, and the freezing point of alcohol is minus 39 minus 130 degree Celsius. That also in a question may be asked like that, the content of the minimum thermometer. Content of minimum thermometer is the alcohol. Content of minimum thermometer is the alcohol. So like that, this is the different characteristics of minimum thermometer. Also one major characteristics, it contain index, blue index content, and this blue index, it is indicate the lowest temperature of the atmosphere. How it contain lowest temperature? So this suppose here alcohol is present, and alcohol is present in this side, plus side of the minimum thermometer, and when the and next part or next or front of this alcohol, one is meniscus is present or one index is present, and index it is a blue in color. While temperature is decreases in atmosphere, at that time the alcohol they move or they expand of this alcohol. With expand of this alcohol is pushed to this index, and index is goes forward. And when maximum temperature of the that means when temperature of the atmosphere is increases, at that time this index it is stopped at minimum alcohol level or minimum temperature in atmosphere, but alcohol is back towards the original position original position. And while recording of minimum temperature, the minimum temperature is considered, it is the this point, that means the opposite to the bulb. Suppose this is the bulb, the opposite to the bulb, that means this is the this point of index, it is considered the lowest temperature of the atmosphere. Suppose for example, while temperature is decreasing in atmosphere, suppose at 15 degrees Celsius temperature, at 15 degrees Celsius temperature, index is present, and temperature is decreases. At that time the alcohol is expand or alcohol is move towards the minus point. At that time this index it is move towards this bulb, that means in minus reading, towards the minus reading. Suppose temperature is decreases in winter season, and this temperature decreases at 10 degrees Celsius. That means this index it is stopped at the 10 degree Celsius, and after 10 degree Celsius the temperature is slightly increases. At that time this alcohol is back towards the original position, but this index it is kept at 10 degree Celsius. And during recording the minimum temperature, this 10 degrees Celsius, that means the point of index opposite to this bulbs, that means at point of index at 10 degrees Celsius, it is considered the minimum temperature of the day in 24 hour and from last setting. And the minimum temperature is recorded before the sunrise or 7 o'clock, at a 7 o'clock. when 7 o'clock म्हणजे सकाळी 7 वाजता किंवा सकाळी 7 वाजता, नॉट बिफोर सनराईज, सकाळी 7 वाजता काय करायचं आहे की आपल्याला मिनिमम टेम्परेचर रेकॉर्ड करायचं आहे. मग दॅट मीन्स द टाईम ऑफ रेकॉर्डिंग ऑफ मिनिमम टेम्परेचर इट इज 7 o'clock. किती? सकाळी 7 वाजता. नाव दी नेक्स्ट सेटिंग अबाउट दी minimum thermometer. Minimum thermometer how set? Those index are reaches at the 10 degrees Celsius. This thermometer it is, that means this index it is attached to the alcohol. Those are present at 30 degrees Celsius temperature range. That means this index it is attached to this alcohol, and to attach this index to alcohol, this part it is take upwards in size. That means slightly it is slightly it is upward inside. That means moving upward side without removing from single Stevenson screen. If this remove from single Stevenson screen, the direct or solar radiation that affect on this alcohol, and the error found or error should be occurs in alcohol or in minimum thermometer when taking outside of the single Stevenson screen. That means during setting of this minimum thermometer in single Stevenson screen, it is slightly move upward up to this index it attached with alcohol. And when setting this thermometer, minimum thermometer, the reading of minimum thermometer it is plus minus 0.6 degrees Celsius with the dry bulb thermometer, and the setting time of this minimum thermometer it is 2 o'clock or 2 p.m. and in case of Indian that means Indian Standard Time it is 4:00 hours Indian Standard Time. This is the time of setting of minimum thermometer. So this is about the minimum thermometer. Next one, dry bulb thermometer. So this is the dry bulb thermometer. Dry bulb thermometer it is kept in single Stevenson screen in left side, in the left side of the observer, and it is kept vertically in single Stevenson screen. This thermometer, this dry bulb thermometer it is used to measure the current or actual or prevailing air temperature at any given time. That means to measure the current atmospheric temperature, dry bulb thermometer is used. It is important for MCR purpose and semester and practical as well as the semester and theory and exam purpose. The current atmospheric temperature or actual air temperature it is measured by using instrument, and the instrument name is the dry bulb thermometer. This thermometer having temperature range minus 35 to minus 35 to plus 55 degree Celsius. This is the temperature range of this dry bulb thermometer. This dry bulb thermometer also contain the mercury. That means it is the mercury in glass thermometer. That means the content in dry bulb thermometer is mercury. And by using this thermometer, how actual or current atmospheric temperature is recorded while air is passing over this dry bulb thermometer or bulb of this thermometer. There at that time, if hot air is passed, at that time the temperature of the atmosphere or mercury level in this thermometer is increases, or cool in air passes over the bulb, at that time the temperature of this thermometer is decreases. That means the in principle of working, the expansion and constriction of the mercury occurs due to the change in air temperature. That means hot air or cool air, or hot air temperature is observed in atmosphere. That means due to the change in atmospheric temperature, the expansion, that means increases, and constriction, that means decreasing in temperature is occurs, and on that basis the temperature actual air temperature it is recorded by using dry bulb thermometer. This dry bulb thermometer is also used to calculate relative humidity, vapor pressure and dew point of the atmosphere. So this is the use of the dry bulb thermometer to measure the atmospheric temperature, relative humidity and vapor pressure. To calculate relative humidity, we want recording of wet bulb, dry bulb thermometer and also hygrometric or psychrometric table. This is about the dry bulb thermometer. Next one, wet bulb thermometer. This wet bulb thermometer, it is kept right inside in single stem sunscreen, right inside of the observer. In single stem sunscreen, it is kept also horizontally in position, and this wet bulb thermometer, it is also wrapped with, muslin cloth, and this muslin cloth, it is always kept moist by using distilled water. Distilled water, it is used to keep the cloth moist, cloth moist, and to contact of this cloth with water, the cloth is wetted, and that means the water is attached to the bulb, and due to attach of the bulb, the this temperature of this wet bulb thermometer is decreases. That means it is used to measure, the use of this wet bulb thermometer to measure the moist or cool temperature of the atmosphere, to measure cool and moist temperature of the atmosphere. In this wet bulb thermometer, mercury is also present. Now we discuss about their temperature range. The temperature range of this wet bulb thermometer is minus 35 to plus 55 degree Celsius. This is the temperature range of this wet bulb thermometer. This wet bulb thermometer having bulb, it is also wrapped with muslin cloth, and this muslin cloth, it is continuously wetted by the using distilled water. When air is passing over this, that means due to the continuous wetting of this bulb by muslin cloth, the temperature of this wet bulb thermometer is always in lower in position or decrease in position. When hot air or cold air is passing over this bulb or muslin cloth, at that time the temperature or mercury in thermometer is increases or decreases. Which air is passes, hot air is passes, at that time the heat is released from this muslin cloth, that means the moisture, and this heat is known as the latent heat of evaporation. Latent heat of evaporation is decreases. At that time the temperature of this wet bulb thermometer is increases. Wet bulb thermometer of temperature is increases, and while cold air is passing, at that time the this muslin cloth is cool maximum, and due to cooling of this muslin cloth, that means this bulb is also moist, and the temperature of this wet bulb thermometer is also decreases. Like that, this thermometer, it is used to measure the moist and cool temperature of the atmosphere. When the difference between dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer, it is a 0, at that time they consider the atmosphere, it is a fully saturated. That means the 100% relative humidity is present in the atmosphere, and this situation is occurs in rainy season also. Rainy season, or temperature of the atmosphere is goes 0 degree Celsius temperature, that means at a sublimation condition. The saturation, that means the humidity in atmosphere, it is 100%, that means the atmosphere is fully saturated. And the time of observation of this dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer is 7 o'clock or 7 7:00 Indian Standard Time and 14:00 Indian Standard Time. That means the 7 o'clock and 2 o'clock Indian Standard Time. This is the time of observation of dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer. So like that, this is about the dry bulb and wet bulb thermometer. Now the next thermometer is the grass minimum thermometer. Grass minimum thermometer, also known as the terrestrial minimum radiation thermometer. That means it is short form TMR. TMR, terrestrial minimum radiation thermometer. This thermometer, it contains a spirit. It contains spirit and this thermometer, it is used to measure actual minimum temperature expressed by the plant near the ground surface. That means the actual minimum temperature of vegetation or grasses, it is calculated by using this grass minimum thermometer. And this grass minimum thermometer, it is indicate also the occurrence of frost. That means if 30-degree Fahrenheit temperature is recorded in this grass minimum thermometer, at that time there may be the possibility of occurrence of frost. That means temperature of this grass minimum thermometer, it is recorded 30 degrees Celsius or below, that 30 degree Fahrenheit or below. That means in degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius or minus temperature is recorded or present in the atmosphere, and this temperature indicate the occurrence of frost. And the time of observation of this thermometer is the before the sunrise, and this set after the sunset. That means in total day, this thermometer is kept in shadow place. That means in double Stevenson screen. Why it's kept in double Stevenson screen in whole day from before that means from or after the recording or from before sunrise? Because it contains spirit, and this spirit, it is broken by the direct hitting of solar radiation. That means to avoid the effect of direct solar radiation on spirit, this grass minimum thermometer, it's kept in whole day in shadow place or in a indoor. That means in a dry double Stevenson screen. So this is about the grass minimum thermometer. It is used to measure the minimum temperature of the vegetation near to the ground surface, and the time of observation is before sunrise, and time of setting, it is that means time of installation is after the sunset. So this is about the grass minimum thermometer. Now the next, double Stevenson screen having same characteristics like the single Stevenson screen, but one characters, it is the different, and the characteristics, it is the length. The length of double Stevenson screen, it is a double to the single Stevenson screen. That means the length is 112. ॲग्रो 112 लक्षात ठेवा. ॲग्रो 112 म्हणजे त्यातला 112 सिंगल स्टेव्हन्सन स्क्रीनची लेंथ. And that means the dimension of single Stevenson screen, it is 112 into 31.5 into 41.2 centimeter. This is the dimension of the double Stevenson screen. And this double Stevenson screen, it is also height, it is 122 centimeter, 1.2 meter and 4 feet from the ground surface. And this double Stevenson screen, it is used to record or kept thermograph and hair hygrograph. That means the self-recording instrument like a thermograph, hair hygrograph or thermohygrograph are kept in double Stevenson screen. So this is about the double Stevenson screen. Now we discuss the thermograph. Those are used to measure atmospheric temperature. So see this is the thermograph. There are different parts. So see here in diagram, this is the body, that means this is the this is the body. Also this is the metallic strip. So see here, this is the metallic strip. Next one, pen arm. See this is the pen arm. After that, it is the clock rotating drum. See here, this is the clock rotating drum, that means this is a clock rotating drum. Or on this clock rotating drum, the floating paper on rotating drum, that means on that paper the pen arm is marking the temperature increases or decreases. So these are the different parts of the thermograph. Now the principal working or the recording of the temperature by using thermograph. In case of temperature, when temperature of the atmosphere is increases, at that time the length of this metallic strip is increases, or sometime increases and increasing or decreasing of the temperature. The expansion and construction of this metallic strip is occurs, and at that and due to expansion and construction of this metallic strip or bimetallic strip, temperature is increases or decreases. And this increasing and decreasing temperature, it is marked on paper, or that means recording paper. Those are attached on rotating drum. Attached on rotating drum. And after that means by seeing the marking on this paper, we can find out the maximum and minimum temperature of the atmosphere. And this thermometer, it is used to measure the continuous and automatic temperature in the atmosphere. This is most important. The use of thermograph, it is used to measure the continuous and automatic temperature of the atmosphere. So this is about the thermograph. And the time of observation of this thermograph is the 0830 hours Indian Standard Time. Time of observation and setting of time of setting is 0830 hours Indian Standard Time. This is the time of observation and setting of the thermograph. And principle of working: expansion and construction of this metallic strip with increasing or decreasing of the टेम्परेचर. म्हणजे जसं टेम्परेचर कमी जास्त होईल तसतशी या बायमेटलिक स्ट्रिपची लेंथ काय होते, कमी जास्त होते. म्हणजे ते आकुंचन पावतं, प्रसरण पावतं, आकुंचन पावतं, प्रसरण पावतं. आणि त्याच्यामुळं हा पेन आर्म वर खाली जातो आणि त्याच्यामुळं काय होतं, टेम्परेचर वाढतं. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी टेम्परेचर वाढलं का याचं प्रसरण पावतं, कशाचं, बायोमेटलिक स्ट्रिपचं, आणि त्याच्यामुळं टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीजेस होतं. आणि टेम्परेचर कमी झालं तर त्याचं आकुंचन पावतं, म्हणजे त्यांची लेंथ काय होते, कमी होते. त्याच्यामुळं टेम्परेचर कमी होत जातं. तर अशा पद्धतीनं हे काय आहे, प्रिन्सिपल वर्किंग आहे कशाचं, थर्मोग्राफचं. आणि अशा पद्धतीनं थर्मोग्राफ हा काय केला जातो, 24 तासामध्ये किंवा पूर्ण दिवसातलं कंटिन्युअस टेम्परेचर जे कमी जास्त होतं ते रेकॉर्डिंग करण्यासाठी याचा उपयोग होतो. म्हणजेच कंटिन्युअस अँड ॲटोमॅटिक रेकॉर्डिंग ऑफ और ॲटोमॅटिक अँड कंटिन्युअस रेकॉर्डिंग ऑफ टेम्परेचर, द थर्मोग्राफी इट इज यूज. म्हणजे स्पॉटिंगला जरी हा ठेवला तरी ओळखता आला पाहिजे तुम्हाला, म्हणजे त्याचं प्रिन्सिपल वर्किंग विचारलं जाईल किंवा काहीही विचारलं जाईल. तर अशा पद्धतीनं आपण डिफरंट मेथड्स ऑफ मेजरमेंट ऑफ टेम्परेचर आणि इन्स्ट्रुमेंट पाहिले. नाव वी डिस्कस अबाउट दी different units and their conversion from one scale to the another scale. The unit of measurement of temperature is the degree Celsius, degree Kelvin, degree Fahrenheit and degree Romer. In case of conversion, we discuss about the conversion of degree Celsius, degree Kelvin and degree Fahrenheit. So first one here, see about the in case of degree Celsius temperature, that means we have give to degree Celsius temperature and that it converted into degree Kelvin. That means degree Celsius is converted into degree Kelvin. And to conversion of degree Celsius into degree Kelvin, the formula is degree Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. So this is the formula. That means only degree Celsius is added in 273 and the final answer is getting in degree Kelvin. So for that we discuss one example. So here Celsius to Kelvin. What is the Kelvin equivalent to 20 degrees Celsius? That means when 20 degrees Celsius temperature, it is the equivalent to how much degree Kelvin. So first one, write the formula. The formula is degree Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273, and after that next step it is the put up the degree Celsius value only. That means 20 plus 273 and final answer is the 293 degree Kelvin. That means when 20 degree Celsius temperature is recorded in thermometer, at that time this thermometer temperature in degree Kelvin, it is 293 degree Kelvin. That means 20 degree Celsius temperature, it is equivalent to 293 degree Kelvin. Like that the degree Celsius, it is converted into degree Kelvin. Next one, Kelvin into degree Celsius. Kelvin into degree Celsius. Kelvin into degree Celsius. Now the same formula. That means the formula for recording of degree Kelvin is degree Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. And to calculate degree Celsius, the replace is here degree Celsius or degree Kelvin. That means degree Celsius is equal to degree Kelvin minus 273. So this is the formula to calculate the temperature or conversion of degree Kelvin into degree Celsius. And for that we see one example. See here example, the convert the degree Kelvin into degree Celsius. That means here formula to calculate degree Celsius temperature from degree Kelvin. So formula is degree Celsius is equal to degree Kelvin minus 273, and the answer next step 300 minus 273 and the final answer is 27 degree Celsius. That means 300 degree Kelvin temperature, it is equivalent to the 27 degree Celsius temperature. So like that the temperature is conversion. Now the next, conversion of degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit, and the formula for conversion of degree Celsius into degree Fahrenheit is degree Fahrenheit is equal to in bracket 9 upon 5 into degree Celsius bracket completed plus 32. This is the formula for the calculation of or conversion of degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. So for example, to understanding this conversion, 10 degree Celsius is equal to what temperature on degree Celsius? That means when 10 degree Celsius temperature is recorded on thermometer, at that time this how much temperature or this 10 degree Celsius, that means how many degree Fahrenheit. So for calculation of degree Fahrenheit temperature or temperature in degree Fahrenheit, use the use the formula. The formula is degree Fahrenheit is equal to in bracket 9 by 5 into 0 degree Celsius into degree Celsius bracket completed plus 35 and put up given value, that means degree Celsius value in formula. And firstly, after putting, we first solve the bracket. Keep it always reminded during the calculation or mathematical, this board mass, this concept, it is most important. That means not board mass bracket of after D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and last S for subtraction. That means firstly solve the bracket, and in case of bracket or also in solving or any calculation, firstly division division is completed, after that multiplication is completed, after that addition, and after that subtraction should be completed. Like that any calculation should be calculate or solve any problem by using this BODMAS concept. That means firstly by using BODMAS concept we solve the firstly BODMAS. So 9 by 5 divided by 9 by 5 into 100, that means here 1 2 9 by 2 plus 35, that means here 18 plus 32, not 35, 32, and final answer it is 15 degree Fahrenheit. That means when 10 degrees Celsius temperature is recorded in thermometer, at that time this temperature in degrees Fahrenheit it is the 50 degree Fahrenheit. It is the 50 degree Fahrenheit. Like that the Celsius temperature is converted into Fahrenheit scale. After next one, conversion of degree Fahrenheit into Celsius, and the formula for conversion of degree Fahrenheit to Celsius is degree Celsius is equal to 5 by 9 into bracket degree Fahrenheit minus 32. This is the formula for the conversion of degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. Now then we see next one example to calculate degree Celsius temperature by using degree Fahrenheit scale. So one example is, what is the Celsius temperature for 86 degree Fahrenheit? And in case of solution, first one write the formula, and the formula is degree Celsius is equal to 5 by 9, degree Celsius is equal to 5 by 9 into bracket degree Fahrenheit minus 32, and this degree Fahrenheit value it is put up in formula. That means next step, degree Celsius is equal to 5 by 9 into bracket 86 minus 32. Firstly we solve the BODMAS, that means bracket, and next step is degree Celsius is equal to 5 by 9 into 54, and after solving these steps, next step is the here now sign now 54 म्हणजे 6, that means 5 into 6, and the final answer is the 30 degree Celsius. That means when temperature is recorded at 86 degree Fahrenheit, at that time the temperature of the atmosphere in degree Celsius is 30 degree Celsius. So this is about the conversion of Fahrenheit to Celsius. Next one, the conversion of temperature or conversion of degree Fahrenheit into degree Kelvin. But in previous sentence or previous calculation we see the formula for the calculate of degree Celsius to degree Kelvin or degree Kelvin to degree Celsius. That means here we find out firstly Fahrenheit scale into degree Celsius. That means the conversion of degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius, and after that degree Celsius is converted into degree Kelvin. And for that we see the one example. 104 degree Fahrenheit is the maximum temperature and it converted into Kelvin degree. So first one, degree 104 degree Fahrenheit it converted into Celsius scale, and for the calculation of temperature in degree Celsius from degree Fahrenheit, the formula used degree Celsius is equal to 5 by 9 into bracket degree Fahrenheit minus 32. So next step, 5 by 9 into bracket 104 minus 32. Next step, here subtract 104 minus 32, that means 72 is obtained. That means next step is 5 by 9 into 72 and solve this 9 72 म्हणजे 5 गुणिले 8 8 पंचे 40. दॅट मीन्स या ठिकाणी आपल्याला फायनल 40 डिग्री सेल्सिअस टेम्परेचर काय झालेलं भेटलं आहे. कशापासून? डिग्री फॅरनहाईटपासून. दॅट मीन्स हिअर 104 डिग्री फॅरनहाईट temperature it is equivalent to 40 degree Celsius. Now we calculate the degree Kelvin Fahrenheit by using Celsius scale. And for the calculation of degree temperature in degree Kelvin by using Celsius scale, the formula is degree Kelvin is equal to 273 plus 0 plus degree Celsius, or degree Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273, and this 40 degrees Celsius temperature, it is put up in this formula, and answer getting final answer is 313 degree Kelvin temperature. That means when temperature is recorded in atmosphere is 105 degree Fahrenheit, it is equivalent to 131 degree Kelvin temperature. Like that, this is the temperature conversion formula. Now next we discuss about the range, melting point and of ice, boiling point of water of different temperature scale. So first one, in degree Kelvin, the minimum range is 273 degree Kelvin and maximum 373 degree Kelvin, and the melting point of ice in degree Kelvin is 273 degree Celsius and boiling point of water is 373 degree Celsius. This is the most important for the practical and semester and theory exam. There may be the possibility of asking question like that, the boiling point of water in degree Kelvin. आपल्याला माहीत आहे डिग्री सेल्सिअसचा 100 डिग्री सेल्सिअस हा बॉइलिंग पॉईंट आहे, परंतु त्यांनी काय विचारलं आहे, डिग्री केल्विनचा विचारलेला आहे, किंवा कधी कधी ते डिग्री फॅरनहाइट डिग्री रोमरचा विचारू शकतात. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी जर डिग्री केल्विनचा विचारला तर 100 डिग्री सेल्सिअस न लिहिता तर 373 डिग्री केल्विन लिहायचा आहे. कशाचा? बॉइलिंग पॉईंट ऑफ वॉटरचा. या ठिकाणी गोंधळून जायचं नाही. नेक्स्ट, डिग्री सेल्सिअस minimum range 0 degree Celsius, maximum range 100 degree Celsius, and the melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius and the boiling point of water is the 100 degree Celsius. I think this concept we are already study in 8 or 7 standard, boiling point and melting point or boiling point of water. In case of degree Fahrenheit, minimum range 32 degree Celsius, maximum range 212 degree Celsius, and the melting point 32 degree Fahrenheit. सॉरी, इथं डिग्री सेल्सिअस म्हटलं तर ते डिग्री फॅरनहाइट आहे. आणि डिग्री फॅरनहाइटचा बॉइलिंग पॉईंट म्हणजे बॉइलिंग पॉईंट ऑफ वॉटर इन डिग्री फॅरनहाइट इज 212 डिग्री फॅरनहाइट. इन केस ऑफ रोमर, मिनिमम रेंज 0 डिग्री, मॅक्झिमम रेंज 80 डिग्री रोमर, and the melting point is 0 degree romer and boiling point of water, that means melting point of ice is 0 degree romer and boiling point of water is 80 degree romer. Like that, our second practical, it is the completed here, and the variation content or variation content of this temperature variation content of this practical we are already discussing theory syllabus. So our this practical is completed. Thank you.